Have you ever felt like something is finally aligning, like invisible chains around your life are beginning to fall away? Archangel Michael has stepped forward today with a divine message specifically for you. He says, the doorway to your long-awaited blessing has just opened, but you must step through it before it closes. For too long, you've been trapped in waiting, waiting for change, waiting for answers, waiting for your breakthrough. But heaven never forgets a faithful soul. What you've endured was not punishment. It was preparation. You were being strengthened in silence, refined in stillness. Now, the time has come. This is not an ordinary moment in time. The spiritual atmosphere around you has shifted. You may have sensed it in the form of vivid dreams, frequent waking during the night, or that strange burst of clarity in the middle of your day. These are signs. Heaven's frequency is rising to meet yours. Archangel Michael is standing at the threshold, holding the door open for you, but only for a short while. Within the next few days, you will be presented with choices. Some may appear insignificant, but they carry spiritual weight. A conversation that triggers you. A sudden opportunity. A decision you've been putting off. Michael warns that your response in these moments will either move you forward or pull you back. There is also someone around you who unknowingly carries a spirit of limitation. They may mean well, but their energy blocks your growth. This message is a confirmation. It's time to disconnect with love. Not all who walk with you now are meant to enter the next chapter of your calling. You cannot carry everyone's weight on the road to your blessing. You've cried tears in silence, hoping God was still listening. Archangel Michael assures you, every tear, every whispered prayer, every moment of faith has been heard. The spiritual realm has released what you've been waiting for. It's here. But it's up to you to claim it. To prepare, you must do 3 things. Cleanse your heart of fear, cleanse your space of distraction, and cleanse your soul of doubt. Do not allow discouragement to delay you any longer. The light you feel around you now is confirmation. Divine forces are surrounding you. This doorway will not stay open forever. Michael says some will ignore this message and miss their moment. But those who listen, who act, will witness miracles that make no earthly sense. Your path is being cleared. Your name is being spoken in rooms you haven't entered. Your blessing is on its way, fast. Now is the time. This is the hour. Step through the doorway before it closes. Have you ever felt like something has been waiting for you on the other side of silence? That your prayers, tears, and silent struggles were building something beyond your current understanding? Archangel Michael says that moment has come. A sacred doorway has opened. But this door is not visible to the naked eye. It is spiritual, powerful, and time-sensitive. And now, it waits for your step of faith. This doorway is not for everyone. It's only for those who have endured, who have been refined in the fire of life, who have walked through valleys and still held on to divine hope. This isn't about luck or chance, it's about timing, preparation, and spiritual readiness. You have been chosen to walk through it. Michael says you've been sensing an invisible pull, an energy shift. You've noticed odd patterns, sudden endings, emotional waves that don't quite make sense. These weren't coincidences. They were signs. The universe was recalibrating your path, aligning people, places, and opportunities to bring you into this divine alignment. Within the next few days, watch closely. A blessing wrapped in an unusual package is going to cross your path. It may look like a challenge. It may look like rejection. But Archangel Michael warns, appearances can be deceiving. What feels like a breakdown could actually be the doorway to your breakthrough. You are being asked to step through with courage. To release what you thought was your future, so you can embrace what actually is. This requires faith, not the kind you talk about, but the kind you live out in secret. The kind that says, even if I can't see it, I'll still believe it. This is not the time to be distracted. Not the time to be overwhelmed with fear. Heaven is closer than it has ever been. Angels are standing by, holding open a door that won't stay open forever. Your action, your surrender, and your spiritual obedience are the keys. You might receive a call, a message, an opportunity that scares you. You might be invited to walk away from something comfortable to embrace something unfamiliar. This is the door. This is what you've been waiting for. Don't miss it. Archangel Michael says, prepare your spirit now. Fast if you feel led. Pray like never before. Clean your environment. Release toxic habits and relationships. Make room. The blessing is large and it needs space. There are people in your life who won't understand what's happening. They may mock your faith. They may try to make you doubt yourself. Ignore them. They didn't hear what you heard. They weren't in the room when God whispered your assignment. You don't owe them an explanation. They weren't meant to understand because this message wasn't sent to them. It was sent to you. Delivered by divine appointment. Received at the exact moment when your soul is ready to respond. Archangel Michael is not just giving you permission, he is giving you a spiritual order. Step forward. Don't wait for more signs. This is the sign. The doorway is shifting. Heaven has begun moving pieces behind the scenes in ways your physical eyes can't yet comprehend. But your spirit knows. It senses the change. That gentle restlessness in your heart isn't anxiety, it's alignment. Your soul is tuning into something sacred. Archangel Michael is asking you to let go of the timeline you created in your head. Things may not look like they're on track in the physical world, but spiritually, you are exactly where you need to be. And this moment, this very message, is a confirmation. Stop trying to fit into a world that was never built for your spirit. You were called higher. And the higher the calling, the heavier the preparation. Every tear you've cried, every moment you felt abandoned, was not wasted. It was investing in this moment. You're now standing at the edge of what you once thought was impossible. This is your permission to walk away from fear. From guilt. From shame. From doubt. Leave it all behind. Step boldly into your purpose. You don't need to feel ready. You only need to trust the one who sent the message. Because heaven doesn't send warnings for no reason. And it doesn't send blessings to those who are still clinging to their burdens. Archangel Michael says, drop what's heavy. Lighten your spiritual load. The door requires your full presence, not your past pain. This spiritual doorway is like a divine checkpoint. Not everyone reaches it, and not everyone recognizes it when they do. But you have. That stirring in your soul? That restlessness in the middle of the night? That's heaven's alarm clock, waking your spirit up for a new chapter. Archangel Michael says, your name has been called in the heavens. You are next in line for a shift that changes everything. But be careful, distractions will increase now. Old temptations, past wounds, unresolved fears may resurface. Why? Because the enemy always sends confusion before your elevation. But don't fall for it. You are wiser now. You are spiritually armed. Michael reminds you, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. The closer your breakthrough, the louder the noise. Ignore the noise, follow the light. Something you prayed for years ago is now circling back. A divine yes that was once delayed is now being released. But it requires you to let go of the last no. Stop questioning why it didn't work then. Accept that the delay was protection. What's coming now is right, ready, and spiritually aligned. You don't have to chase it. Just prepare and receive it. Heaven is observing your response. Will you panic or will you praise? Will you doubt or will you declare? Michael says your response will either unlock or delay this next move. Speak what you seek. Declare your readiness. Write it. Sing it. Say it. Act like it's already done. That's the faith heaven is looking for. You are not behind. You are not late. Everything in your journey has been preparing you for this moment. The delays, the heartbreaks, the detours, they were all divine training. Heaven does not make mistakes. Archangel Michael wants you to understand this. The pain was not punishment, it was positioning. You were not being forgotten, you were being fortified. This doorway may not come with grand announcements or flashing lights. It may come quietly, in the stillness of a moment. Maybe in a conversation, a dream, or a gut feeling that refuses to let go. Don't dismiss it. The spiritual realm speaks in whispers. Stay tuned in. There are blessings tied to your obedience. When you walk through this door, things will begin to move quickly. Divine acceleration is real. What once took years could shift in days. Relationships restored. Finances realigned. Your voice strengthened. Your purpose clarified. But only after you walk through. Michael is calling you to action. Not passive belief, but active participation. Speak affirmations over your day. Declare victory before you see it. Visualize the open door and walk boldly through it in prayer and mindset. Heaven moves when you move in faith. Your past does not disqualify you. Your doubts, your mistakes, even the times you nearly gave up, none of that stops what God is doing. In fact, that's exactly why this blessing is coming now. It is meant to remind you that divine mercy is always stronger than human failure. So take a deep breath. Center yourself. Listen closely. Ask Archangel Michael to show you what your door looks like. It might not be what you imagined, but it will be what you need. Let go of the timing. Let go of the logic. Let go of trying to understand everything. Just walk. And when you walk through, don't look back. And Archangel Michael urges you now, do not let comfort keep you from your calling. Some of the greatest miracles begin in discomfort, in stretching, in the letting go. If you feel uneasy right now, if your spirit is restless, it's because the atmosphere around you is shifting. The divine realm is moving things in your favor, even if your eyes haven't caught up yet. This open doorway has a deadline. The energy is potent now, but it won't linger forever. Heaven's alignment is precise. If you hesitate too long, you may miss the very thing you've been asking for. Michael says, this is your moment to act, not tomorrow, not next week. Now. You've already come through so much. The heartbreaks, the betrayals, the nights you cried silently. Archangel Michael is urging you to tune out the noise and return to sacred stillness. The blessing you're about to receive isn't just material, it's spiritual alignment, emotional healing, and divine activation. This doorway leads to a version of yourself you haven't fully met yet. A version refined by wisdom, courage, and clarity. But to become that version, the past must be buried. And the illusions must be broken. The reason this message reached you now is because your soul called for it. You've unknowingly sent signals through your pain, your prayers, your restless dreams, and heaven has answered. Archangel Michael says the spiritual world has been watching, documenting every tear and trial, and now the time has come to release what's been stored for you. Expect spiritual interference. Yes, whenever a doorway from heaven opens, darkness tries to distract. You may feel sudden fatigue, confusion, or even hopelessness. That's not your energy. It's spiritual resistance. Michael warns you, don't accept it. Return to your spiritual practices. Speak declarations over your life. Say out loud, I will walk through the door God opened for me. Say it even if your voice trembles. And pay attention to your dreams. The next 3 nights will carry divine downloads. You'll feel messages in symbols, in numbers, in vivid emotions. Write them down. Reflect deeply. These are not ordinary dreams, they are encoded blueprints guiding you toward what's next. Archangel Michael is not simply giving you a message, he is leading the charge. He stands beside you, sword drawn, prepared to cut away every curse, every spiritual obstacle, and every binding word spoken against you. But you must agree. You must partner with heaven. Passivity is not an option in this season. If your heart has been heavy, if you've been feeling like something big is about to shift, you're right. This is the moment. This is why you couldn't settle, couldn't stay stuck, couldn't stay silent. Because a door was being built in the background of your life. And now, it has swung open. Stand tall, even if your knees shake. Walk forward, even if your eyes are still filled with tears. Heaven believes in you. Archangel Michael believes in you. And somewhere deep inside, you believe in you too. Archangel Michael reminds you that many miss their blessing not because they weren't chosen, but because they hesitated. They waited for perfect clarity, for confirmation from others, for everything to feel safe. But faith doesn't require safety, it demands trust. The spiritual realm works on obedience, not logic. This doorway has a divine expiration. Delaying might mean losing what was destined to elevate you. Heaven is testing how you move when the map isn't clear. Will you follow the nudge in your spirit? Will you act when all you have is a whisper from God? This moment will define your next season. The bold will rise. The awakened will enter. The aligned will thrive. Your name has been spoken in heavenly places. Angels are moving on your behalf. Some doors in your past were closed to protect this exact moment. That job you lost? That relationship that crumbled? That sudden shift in your routine? All of it led here. The enemy tried to wear you down, to make you bitter, to distract you, but you're still standing. And now, your endurance is opening what no human hand could. You're not watching this by accident. This is your confirmation. This is the divine alarm clock for your soul. Wake up. Step in. Move now. Even if you're scared, even if you're unsure, just move. Michael says obedience in motion activates heavenly momentum. Don't overthink it. Don't debate it. Say yes. Let go of guilt. Let go of shame. Let go of everything that made you feel unworthy. This door doesn't require perfection, it requires surrender. Bring your brokenness. Bring your questions. Bring your heart. That's all heaven is asking of you right now. The atmosphere around you is changing. The reason you've been feeling restless or unusually emotional is because your spirit is sensing this shift before your mind can explain it. Archangel Michael reminds you that spiritual breakthroughs often come disguised as life disruptions. But don't let discomfort confuse your destiny. The doorway is still open, but not for long. You've prayed for signs. This is one. You've asked for direction. This is it. You don't need to figure it all out right now. You just need to say yes. Take one step. Do the one thing you've been hesitating to do. The universe only responds to movement. Miracles meet motion. Let go of your fears. Let go of needing the approval of others. Archangel Michael is not asking for perfection. He's asking for obedience. Your destiny doesn't require you to be ready, it requires you to be willing. The door has opened. Not by accident. Not for everyone. But for you. So what will you do? So now, beloved soul, the message has been delivered. The door has opened, but it will not remain open forever. You were not led here by accident, you were guided. Archangel Michael didn't bring you this message for entertainment. He brought it because heaven is depending on your response. If your spirit felt this message, if something within you stirred, don't leave this moment empty-handed. Take this as your divine confirmation. Take it seriously. Comment below with the words, "I am ready to walk through the door." Let heaven see your agreement. Let Archangel Michael witness your courage. And if this video touched your heart, if you believe more people need to hear this, click the subscribe button right now. Don't wait. More prophetic messages are coming, and your spiritual journey is about to deepen. If you'd like to go a step further, you can bless this channel with a super thanks. It helps keep these divine messages flowing and supports this sacred mission. You were meant to receive this. Now, act on it. The blessing is waiting on the other side.